we have just successfully backed out of the garage. It is February 14th, 2025, Valentine's Day. We're gonna do some preparation. I don't know, we might go out tonight, so this might not be, I mean, we got so many videos on the SD card. I don't even think we got to the Super Bowl videos just yet. So you can tell how far back I've been kind of focusing on the news media. You know, it's been, as Holmar's blog would put it, FUD War 3. And so I've been kind of trying to capture that. If you see my videos out there, and I'm not driving, my videos typically center around the financial news media, those giants of legacy media. and the questions that they ask, the leading questions that they ask, tend to be extremely pessimistic. And we know who pays their checks, right? All the advertising dollars from Legacy Auto. You know, even, you know, you get, when you see these Rivian commercials, these Polestar commercials, these Hyundai commercials, that's who's paying, you know, advertising is paying their salaries. So it doesn't hurt, I guess, to paint Tesla in a negative light, considering they are eating their lunch, not just in EVs, but in vehicles in general, right? And there's been a incredible pushback in the adoption rate of EVs, partly because, one, Tesla can't make them all. And so when you get another EV that's not a Tesla, it's basically a lateral move. All right, I think there's some, like Rivian's not a bad vehicle. Lucid, their vehicles are pretty nice. They're just not Teslas, you know what I mean? But when you're talking about the legacy media's EVs, they're lateral movements from their gas-guzzling cousins. So if you buy a Ford Lightning, what's the difference between a Ford Lightning and an F-150? Is the shitty powertrains, right? So when you're buying a Tesla, it's easy to be like, not only is this the best EV, this is the best vehicle on four wheels that you could possibly buy. So, you know, and then you got a general pushback, you know, because our country was built on Ford. It was built off the backs of the middle class, which worked at GM. So, you know, it is what it is, right? Everybody that has a legacy automotive that built their country, Japan, Europe, you'll find an EV alternative for their brands, but they're just shitty, right? And so you're gonna have BYD come over in the, you know, in the form of an alternative, right? They don't come over here because, you know, we want our legacy auto manufacturers to give them a chance to catch up. But when you got Japan, you got BYD vehicles over there. You got Europe BYD vehicles over there. Not to mention Li Auto, these other Chinese EV startups. They don't have a history of, BYD is their like ICE equivalent legacy auto manufacturer, but they made a pivot quick, fast, and in a hurry to hybrids and electric vehicles. Hybrids are still ICE in my opinion, but you would like to think that all of legacy auto would have made this type of transition that BYD did, right? Producing just suitable EVs, you know, just ditching their internal combustion engines and producing a better powertrain vehicle. But fear keeps people from, you know, it's a multi-billion-dollar business. You got shareholders to answer for, boards. It's tough, right? I'm not saying it's easy, but BYD would be the legacy auto manufacturer model if they even wanted the chance to survive. Not to mention none of these guys. BYD may be making money off of their battery electric vehicles lineups, but you know, all of those numbers are kind of mixed together. It's hard to really distinguish what's their hybrids, what's their EV. You know, nobody but Ford is really giving you the skinny, which is admirable. But you know, everybody else, you know, they're just losing gobs of money when they make their battery electric vehicles, and Tesla's the only one that can make these things affordably, make money off of them. And you know, obviously on top of everything else, they do it the best. But it's Friday. getting on some tangents early. I got my co-pilot with me, Chewbacca, as we were sitting at this light waiting for it to turn green. Our AI student driver is on it, taking care of all of our driving needs. We just got out of Only Tesla Space, hosted by our good Swede Alexander the Great, so to speak. I love these X spaces. I think Dallas said it the best. He's like, X's value, I think they need to, it would be nice if they focused on a feature much like spaces. It's really unique to watch all of those people come together, speaking on topics, sharing their opinions, and a group of individuals just listening in, chiming in when necessary. I love me some spaces. I think that is a very unique medium to try to, you know, for a social media platform to, there's no other thing like spaces in my personal opinion. But you know, I'm just one man. I was in there listening most of the time, got in there a little bit late. I was gonna get in there and chime in, make some you know, little quips here and there, but they seemed like they had it handled. No need for me to gunk up the works. I just really enjoy the Tesla community. It's so full of love, and you know, I think we need to reciprocate that more by getting everybody that we know, friends, family, into the safest vehicles known to man, and those happen to be those Teslas. No matter if it's a Model 3, I guess I should do it right. No matter if it's a Model S, no matter if it's a Model 3, X, and Y, in the sake of Valentine's, the sexy lineup is where you want your friends and family to be in. So, yeah, that space was wonderful. Great space. As you can see, our AI student driver is just, we're on version 13.2.7. It seems like most individuals now are on this build, especially those that are active with their FSD accounts. So that's nice to see. It's one step closer to Tesla introducing more of these features that are upcoming, right? And that's what I'm really looking forward to, because my main problems with drives as of late is mainly the last 100 feet. There's some other things that we can probably address with the upcoming improvements as well. You know, the navigation reward improvement, that's going to be big. But that, you know, being able to delineate whether you want the vehicle to park, pull over, or whatever at the destinations, that might not be in the next update or the next point release or whatever, but it's on the horizon, and it's something that they're trying to work on. So wide release, it's not wide release, but it's about as close to a wide release of 13.2.7 as you could possibly have, is a good indicator that maybe, just maybe, some of these OGs are going to get some of these extra features that will eventually lead to an unsupervised version of this software. Looking forward to that with great earnest. So, am I gonna go to the dog park today? It's been some mixed weather. It's a little chilly outside. Not to mention it has been a little wet, very overcast here in Southeast Texas. Don't want to get Chewy too muddy, as he, you know, I guess he does have a spa day approaching here next week. Nah, it's still too early to think about getting him super filthy. I think we're gonna forego a dog park excursion, but it's good. He's been wanting to get a ride. I think version 13.2.7 is safe enough for him and for me not to be too terribly distracted, yet also not too terribly focused. We have our Model Y to the right of us. I guess this truck decided to cut him off and squeeze its happy ass in there while our Model Y friend was picking up speed. As you can see, this truck has been in a fender bender or two. It just would be nice if our AI student driver was on multiple vehicles, you know, like the majority of vehicles, so situations like that don't occur. We got some time, I guess. We got some time. The more Teslas I see, the more I hope that they're using FSD. Our Model Y friend was probably not. You know, maybe he was, and our AI student driver made it a little too close for comfort for him, and he decided to use his horn because the Ford was obviously impatient, trying to squeeze in. Maybe just unaware. He probably didn't do it on purpose, but it's still a human, and the error is, you know, once an action is complete that causes damage or harm, it's done. So eliminating the human element is definitely why I post these videos. I'm a shit driver, ladies and gentlemen, and it's better for me to let our AI student driver have the wheel in 99% of the situations than me. So, and I do that not only for my peace of mind. It is so much stress when you have a 2-ton vehicle or some sort. You know, there's a big ass missile that could just slam into anything or anyone at any given time. It should be stressful, and I think humans tend to get a little laissez-faire when it comes to their abilities. As we age, we feel like we have enough experience. You know, if we got these quick cat-like reflexes, we feel like we can multitask, right? We can do makeup while driving 45. We can eat a cheeseburger in the middle of traffic, right? We don't need 100% of our attention to complete this task of driving. So we think. And that's when accidents occur, right? And I mean, 40K plus deaths on US highways. I mean, that number says it all. So I'd rather, you know, not be a part of that statistic. And the best way for me to do that is to let our AI student driver take the wheel. And I'll supervise it. You know, it's not 100% accurate, but it's a little more accurate than I am if I'm responsible for all of the driving. So us as a team is by far greater than anything I would do alone. Or, you know, would I hop in the back seat and let this thing take? Yeah, I'm pretty confident it won't hit anything. I'm more concerned about the human drivers on the road, and its ability to discern what these humans are trying to do. There might be some lag, there might be some error. I mean, you can't eliminate all accidents, but we can severely reduce the numbers. So yes, I'm confident I would get in the back seat, but that's because I'm a shit driver and it would do 10 times better than me anyway. But I get why some people might be hesitant to do so. But to me, this thing's already doing most of the driving. That last 100 feet, once they clean that up, it'll be a wrap. I'll never, ever drive again. So, you know, something to look forward to, especially with June right around the corner. There will be a clock, right? Will Elon be correct that they will launch some type of unsupervised service in Austin, whether it be in a certain location, it can only go this far, this route, whatever. Will there be an unsupervised version of this software out in the wild by June? So there will be plenty of people criticizing it, whatever it looks like, when it's released. I'm here for it all, because I know in my mind, ever since I've received version 13, that light bulb has been on and it's been bright, ladies and gentlemen. Tesla will solve this problem, this gargantuan problem. And not only will it be lucrative, it's gonna save tons of lives. So, but yeah, I gotta get these FSD videos. I've been doing them, I just haven't been posting them. And that's, you know, I try to limit myself to a short and a video a day. I probably need to start this weekend. I'll definitely probably post a couple of FSD videos as the news cycle will wind down this weekend. We also got a holiday approaching on February 17th. So yeah, we're gonna get our FSD videos in. I appreciate everybody for watching both forms of content, whether it be, you know, fact check, no, not fact checking, right? Like just blasting the legacy news media for being so negative and critical of Tesla unnecessarily. I want to just bring a voice of reason to that pessimism, that unnecessary fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And I try to do it in a comical way that is thought-provoking, right? Don't listen to anything that, you know, you haven't vetted yourself. That's how I view it. So when people talk about Tesla's FSD, I've been using it all day, every day. You know what I mean? I know what it can and can't do. Some people are just overly pessimistic for the sake of, you know, trying to make the stock or Tesla look bad, right, in the eyes of someone that just may not have the familiarity that I quite do. So now we're coming up on 99 briefly, right? I think we're still gonna exit Cinco Ranch Boulevard, but we get a chance to experience some of this 99 construction that is going on right now. In one of the videos when we were prepping for the Super Bowl, we came down this way as well. It did not go well. I don't know if I'll show that entire video, but Yosh was with me, and maybe I didn't take over soon enough. You will, obviously, if you've watched, you'll see that video before this one, more or less. But as of right now, our AI, I think it was kind of like these barriers creating a bottleneck, and our AI student driver, which is typically on chill mode, even on the highway now, it was either going to exit or not be able to continue on its path. Kind of like, you know, if this barrier were to cut off this lane. So vehicles were preventing us from going to the left. We didn't want to go to the right, and we definitely couldn't go straight, or we'd have ran into some barrels. It was not a good day for our AI student driver in that one instance. And I swear to God, whenever Yoshi's in the car, our AI student, like right here, right? So this is what I think might have been the spot, right? There's an exit only from that way. Our AI student driver merged over into this lane without any problems, but I think in that video we were coming up on these barrels pretty hard, and I got near full from my side seat driver. I think this side seat driver is a little bit better than Yosh-chan. Chewbacca, pretty well mannered, as long as, you know, he's just with me. So but so far so good, right? We've been driving. It's relatively traffic time. We're on a Friday at about 3:30 now. Yeah, I didn't expect traffic to be light, but we gotta get some preparation. Whether we go out to eat or not, I wanted to go to Proud Pie, because that's one of Yosh's favorite spots when it comes to sweets. So a little sweet for my sweet is in order. But this traffic on 99 is really caused, I mean, there's gonna be traffic regardless once this construction zone is clear, but it is really exacerbated by the lack of lanes that we have here. But once we're complete, you'd like to think that the goal is to ease the traffic burden around these times. So we shall see. And it's a private road, so construction tends to get completed a little bit faster than, say, you know, something that is more public. But yeah, we shall see. We're supposed to exit here at Cinco Ranch. I think school is, this might actually be really interesting. We'll just get a look-see. Our vehicle is fairly new. Something came up in Alexander's space. I think people are really complaining about the red wheel of death, red hands, red wheel, whatever you want to call it, right? Where the car immediately asks you to take over. And people would get that a lot when there were like sunbeams coming into the windshield, blinding the vehicle, or, you know, there's just weird lighting situations, or maybe there's just heavy rain. I got this red wheel 3 times, I think, on version 13. One was when an 18-wheeler was belching smoke. One was when we had our snowstorm. And then 2 was when we had some heavy obscuring rain, which I thought we were going to make it through, but we got that red wheel, and we eventually turned it back on, and the car was just fine. But it was a torrential downpour. I couldn't see, and the car slowed down. It asked us to take over. So I've had 3 instances on version 13, I do believe, where we've gotten the red wheel, red hand situation. Other than that, everything's been pretty kosher. So, but again, our vehicle is fairly new. It did not want to wait in this long line to the right, which, this lane, you can turn right, but I almost would prefer us to have stayed in that lane. And I think it's going to try to get back over into that lane, or just stay in this one and wait for the light. That's fine too. But as you can see, people aren't going to be turning right on red from this lane. And ultimately, we probably could finish our drive or complete the maneuver from that lane that we chose to abandon easier. I don't know, it's just little nuanced things that I think our AI student driver will eventually pick up on, but it's really of no consequence, especially if you're not the one driving. But something to take note of. We get the green light anyway. It's our turn. We can turn right from this lane, so this is not a big deal. You can see from the animations on screen that our AI student driver hopefully understands that, at least seeing that road marking, and hopefully with some great understanding and context knows that it can do that. So again, there's pretty decent traffic around this shopping district. It's right next to a high school. Around 3:30, you kind of fully expect this, but we're supposed to be making a left turn here shortly, so no big deal. But as I was saying earlier, new car, the red wheel, red hand situation. Typically, like, I want to say JC had to do it, Homars had to do it. People are having to clean this camera housing because there's some fumes or something, right? Gets trapped in that housing and creates a film, making it very difficult for the camera to see out of. I've had some times where the windshield would go, like the windshield wipers would go off and there'd be nothing. There's nothing for it to trigger that, except maybe it's trying to see better. So maybe it'll, it's been damn near 2 months now since we've had Stygian 2.0, and just some mild situations where, some mild indicators where we might need a camera housing cleanse. But so far so good. If we start getting a lot of that, then maybe. So we've got some pressure from behind us. I think they wanted us to go in a different way. Is there a Proud Pie in this area? This would be new to me. But let's see what we got. All right, I don't know. Maybe the navigation has changed and Proud Pie has moved locations. But we're on our way to the supercharger. We're gonna go to Bucc-ee's. We gotta grab some items anyway. Maybe we can grab something sweet for our suite at Bucc-ee's. I don't know, really was trying to get something from Proud Pie, something that she normally doesn't get very often, but for some reason it took us down into La Centra. Maybe they moved locations in there. We'll have to go down there and visit. I think we're scheduled to go see Captain America, so maybe we can get there early and walk around La Centra and see if Proud Pie is even there. So, no big deal, no worries. We are now on our way to Bucc-ee's.
the dark? Are you scared? You know, I am you. I'm coming closer. I will get you. The time it goes tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Are you afraid of the dark? Are you scared? I am you.
They can't touch that. They can't touch that. Everybody feel it, come around with the rhythm. This is sound. Everybody get down with the rhythm. Everybody feel it, come around with the rhythm. This is sound. Everybody get down with the rhythm. Don't stop it. 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 Don't stop. We getting down with the sound of the old school.
Well, looks like we're getting there. Yeah, buddy. All right, so there's a curb, but it looks like we're waiting for this diesel truck with the trailer to go by. This is absolutely amazing. I mean, absolutely amazing. Now, this 3-point turn that we're gonna have to deal with, this is probably not ideal. But look at that, we get real close to that curb. I'm very close to wanting to take over, but this looks like craziness. Will it hit this curb? Come on, you can do it, buddy. You can. This is making me look like a pretty terrible driver. All right, are we gonna hit this curb? We got one more. This was the worst thing I've ever seen when it comes to it, but at least it's not hitting anything. Are we good finally? Object in path, take over. Fine. RAI student driver gets a good E for effort, but now we're headed back to the crib, so let's see how this works. Maybe we can find some more spots where we're fucking up. Bucc-ee's, nice nice amount of Tesla vehicles at this charging station. Pretty dope. I love to see it. The community continues to grow with each passing day, with each passing week, with each passing year. And I have a feeling 2025 will be no different. We will see an increase of Tesla vehicles, especially in the Houston area. I fully expect that. But yes, worldwide as well. Can't wait to start seeing these new Model Ys grace our city streets. Be wonderful to have the roads continue to improve on their look. I mean, the Cybertruck already does that, but the Model Y is going to give a nice facelift to how we, see our highways and our city streets. So I can't wait to see that. Looks like we're gonna go this back way, maybe avoid some of this traffic on 99 that we've been in, and to get us to the house. We didn't get to our destination of Proud Pie. Maybe there is one in that shopping center. I've never been to it. The one I was thinking of was closer toward Millie Bush Dog Park in the Houston area. So with traffic, that would have taken us a solid hour. And I didn't feel like doing that. Your boy's got to go back and finish Cobra Kai. We hadn't done that just yet. So we got to get some Cobra Kai in.
Keep it alive, will my tribe survive? Everybody know we gon' do it like this. Come on, everybody, don't stop, don't quit. We getting down with the sound of the old school vibe. Keep it alive, will my tribe survive? Everybody know we gon' do it like this. Come on, everybody, don't stop, don't quit. Everybody feel it, come around with the rhythm. This is sound, everybody get down with the rhythm. Everybody feel it, come around with the rhythm. This is sound, everybody get down with the rhythm. Don't stop, don't stop it, don't touch that. Don't stop it, don't touch that. Don't stop it, don't touch that. Don't stop. They can't touch that. They can't touch that. Everybody feel it, come around with the rhythm. This is sound. Everybody get down with the rhythm. Everybody feel it, come around with the rhythm. This is sound. Everybody get down with the rhythm. Don't stop, don't stop it, don't touch that. Don't stop it, don't touch that. Don't stop it, don't touch that. Don't stop. They can't touch that. Come on, everybody, don't stop, don't quit. They can't touch that. Come on, everybody, don't stop, don't quit.
I prefer chill. I think I'm not in any rush. There's no reason to hurry up to a stop sign up there, but apparently some people feel like there is some rush, some hurry. So I guess I feel fortunate not to always have that level of anxiety, especially giving up the privilege to drive. Yeah, y'all can have that. So, all right, so this is what I'm talking about. Typically, if we were to go straight, I'd be curious. It looks like it is kind of, I don't know. It looks like it's fixed on what I see from the navigation. The straight would be like a little catacorner to the left, but since we're going right, I don't think we're going to be testing whether or not that holds true, whether it can go straight. But we'll be back here more times than not. It looks like our AI student driver is going to do what it's supposed to do, and already the humans are fucking up. I don't know what else, but our AI student driver isn't deterred by it. It goes on its turn like it's supposed to, and we keep it moving. Can't wait to remove the human element from the task of driving as this beautiful Cybertruck just altering our perception of what the road should look like. Can't wait for the Model Y to join. with its beautiful light bars in both the front and the rear. I can't wait to just spot these Model Ys on the road. It'll be wonderful. Not only for like when I see a Tesla now, I'm like, cha-ching, you know, it makes me want to continue to buy shares. The more I see the vehicles on the roads, I know those individuals, their driving experience has been changed forever. It's been altered forever. And if they're anything like me, they're going to want to surround themselves in the ecosystem, which is Tesla. So every time I see a Tesla, I'm like, yeah, got them. And yeah. So when I see the Model Y, I'll also have that feeling, but it's going to be a little more intensified because that is the best-selling vehicle on the planet. You know, the Model Y already is gorgeous, the way it was. But now it's going to have that, it's going to have that little clean cut, that futuristic viewpoint from both the front and the rear. I'm excited. I'm not saying I would never own a Model Y. I just have never been a Model Y person. Had I waited to not get Stygian 2.0, I really wanted to make sure I had an AI4 car that was not basically a luxury vehicle. I wanted a 3 particularly. So now we're basically waiting our turn. And our AI student driver doesn't get antsy. It wasn't his turn. And he's just gonna wait. I like what I'm seeing here. In builds past, we'd have been paralyzed because of the indecision of human drivers. Now, we patiently wait, let them know that it's their turn, and then we are ready to keep it going. I love what I'm seeing when we're at these convoluted always stops and the humans are more confused than our AI student driver. It's a good sign. Good sign, ladies and gentlemen, that our unsupervised version of this software is damn near ready.
Your mind can't sleep when you let it serve. Now you
From a quarter mile, I can see you at the core. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it